Do you guys want to pull up the big screen? I'll pull up the big screen here. Blank. So, as you guys know, I attended PaxEast this weekend. It was a very successful weekend. Iron Galaxy's panel was very busy. Talked about Hisako, talked about Rivals, story mode. First and foremost, congratulations, Maximilian. Hearing his voice in the stories was just an amazing accomplishment. Dragon Smoke, what's up, man? How are you? So very happy for Max. Talked a little bit about Max and his involvement with the game. I'm hoping to get to that point at some time in my streaming career. Then they talked a little bit about Shadows. They showed a screenshot of what it was like playing with Shadows and essentially what it's going to be like to play against the Shadow. So essentially what Shadows is it's a system built into the game that I like to compare it to SkyNet. It's essentially Terminator in real life. I'm not kidding. I think it's the best way to explain it. Some people tried to compare it during the QA at the panel like Drivatars in Forza, where you can teach the computer how you play. So essentially, you're allowed to, the game is going to allow you to take a character and teach the game how you play. And then it'll mimic that exact gameplay back to you. Not necessarily recording everything that you do and pretty much you'll know exactly what's going to happen. But essentially, you're teaching the computer, you're giving a blank slate the ability to learn who you are. And I was very fortunate to get my hands just a little bit on the Shadows system. And I gotta tell you guys, it is going to change how we play Killer Instinct. It's going to change how fighting games are developed. It's going to change how fighting games grow as a community. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I pretty much, I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how amazing of a system and just the ideas. Because I kind of, now at the panel, I looked at it as, oh, okay, so it's kind of like the amiibo system, right? Like, you take the amiibos, and then you teach the amiibo, like, you level it up and whatnot. Like, this is on a whole nother level. Do the Shadows get better? I'm not even done yet. I'm not even done yet. So, I can't necessarily go into details about how I went about doing this, you know, with the developers. In confidence, you know, I owe it to them. You know, there are certain things that they show me that I just can't talk to you guys about, but I played the game, taught the game how I played TJ. I was very honored and humbled that they felt that the TJ, the tech that I have with TJ and my knowledge of TJ combo, they felt that it was good, that it was perfect and fitting to test and get my hands on and give some feedback. And what's very interesting is that as you play, the computer is learning. It's learning and thinking how you would think. And the craziest part about it is as I went further and the computer got smarter, it did exactly what I was going to do at that exact moment. Like, there are times where in the neutral game I like to tremor just to kind of knock somebody down. Like, that's just one of the things I like to do is, as a zoning technique with TJ, being that he doesn't have any projectiles, I like to do a tremor if they're not blocking, and then maybe roll or dash in and then start a combo, right? When the computer starts to behave like you do, it's a little scary. Like, scarier than Hisaku's entrance. Like, I literally, like, for a couple of minutes, when we were doing this and I was giving feedback in real time, I was like, I was having like a nervous laugh. Like, I could not even comprehend that this was even possible in a fighting game. Level 28 Wizard just dropped the sub hype. Thank you so much, level 28 Wizard. HKS Hype, HKS Fist in the chat for the homie. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Appreciate the love and support, bro. Welcome to the HKsmash army, dude. Appreciate it. Now, so I played for about 45 minutes. I got a good amount of time on the system. You know, I played it, talked to the devs about it. I asked questions, they asked questions. You know, it was kind of like we just asked questions and talked about it. Just gave feedback. You know, very open. You know, I was like, you know, feedback is a gift. You know, I like to look at feedback as Sad Flump. What's going on, dude? You know, feedback. You know, I value your guys' feedback just like the developers do. I take that as a privilege. You know, feedback is a privilege, and I was very, very excited to talk to them about it and ask questions about what it could potentially be. You know, so about 45 minutes into the process, I got to play, like, you know, a version of me ×2. And I had an extremely hard time playing against myself. So that kind of, like, made me feel good in the fact that, you know, my TJ was good. Like, I looked at it, I was like, wow, that TJ's good. Like, I myself impressed myself. Like, it was like Inception. And then I had to play Paul B's Wolf, and he teabagged me. he tweeted it out. His Paul B Shadow gave me the Paul B special about 7 times. But to be fair, I had to play with Wolf against his Wolf. And I got teabagged into Haunted. It was horrible. I felt like shit. But it was really funny. We had a good laugh. But I did win. I won against my Shadow. I beat my Shadow. It was danger, danger. Danger, danger. The last, like, 10 fights I had... Jetstream, what's up, dude? The last 10 fights I had... Holy shit. Like, I had to focus. Like, I was literally... Like, I had the fight stick, and I was like... Like, I didn't blink. I was gonna go next door to the gunner's booth and ask them to give me a pair because my eyes were hurting because I wasn't blinking. I was staring and waiting because I had to... The fucked up part about all of it was I had to think about what I was going to think about before I was going to think about it. Like, that's what it felt like. Like, I had to think twice about what the computer or what I taught the computer was going to do. Like... everything from jukes to the knockdowns to the command grabs. I almost got HKsmash specialed. I got reset twice. I was so embarrassed that I almost broke. I went to break an HKsmash special, and it scared the shit out of me that it knew how to do that. And James Goddard was like, I'm waiting for him to do that flying knee to spinning back fist on Wake Up. Because I kept catching him with that at the booth, and it was pissing him off. And he was like, I wanted to see him do it to you. But, it was good. You guys, for the feedback that I gave to them, you know, obviously the Shadows is still in development. So there's a lot more to it. Dre Pone, yeah, dude. You got it, man. But yeah, like, the system isn't even finished yet, and, you know, my final like, feedback was, you know, like, I was legitimately scared because this might take, you know, I don't think there's a reason for anyone to feel like they are bad at this game. I think Iron Galaxy and Microsoft are giving everyone the tools that they need to learn this game. And it's giving the players like myself, Paul, CD Jr., LCD, Gutter, Grim, C-Styles, competitive players, the ability to learn from their mistakes, observe, and study themselves. It's just incredible. Like, it's incredible, and I know stuff about Cinder that you guys don't know. Ha! Just kidding. Just kidding, kidding. Well, I do know some stuff because I asked questions about it, but still. I used to ball. I did. I have retired from paintball. I would like to play again very soon, though. But yeah, the experience with Shadows and the developers was fantastic. I think from a competitive standpoint, I think as, you know, someone who, you know, competes at least a couple of times a year, this I will use as a tool to get better. I will use it as a tool to analyze, to study. And then I will use the same tool to learn matchups with other characters. and it'll give you guys a chance to play against me when I'm not online, which is amazing. Mr. Twitchy, what's up, man? I retired like 2 years ago. I just got really into it. Yeah, dude, it's addictive. It's an amazing sport, man. I couldn't afford to play it, and I moved on to bigger and better things, like video games. But, yeah, it's gonna be amazing, guys. I know you're gonna love it.